You just came back from Turkey.
Straight.
First international concert.
Yeah, man.
Ever since you came back to Uganda, how was the reception in Turkey?
Man, that was the greatest reception I've ever gotten. Like, it's not even about the money out in Turkey. It's like a whole entire team. Like, we got Team No Sleep Istanbul. We got Suna. We got Selector Morris, Wendy, Seremba, High End Entertainment, and Eliso Show. They all got a great team, and they be rocking our shirts. Like, they support us with a passion. It's not even about the money for them. I got at the airport, there was already like 50 people wearing Team No Sleep shirts. They got me like one of the best Benzes in Turkey to pick me up off the airport. They got me one of the best
VIP treatment and everything.
Yeah, man, like the reception was classic. I definitely got a great memory of it.
Okay, and the crowd, how are they rocking to the records when you stepped on that stage? Because I remember there was a setback. You're supposed to travel with Shiba, and something didn't go right. So you just had to go rap by your own self.
No, yeah, obviously Shiba got fans, and they're gonna get hurt if they don't see her on board. You know, like there was people there that was expecting Shiba heavily, but at the same time there was people there that was expecting Pallaso heavily. So there was two shows. One was not really a show. It was like a welcome party. The welcome party, people that came kind of understood why Shiba never made it, and they were just looking forward to the show. So the show went great. I performed Rhythm Taksim, which is one of the biggest clubs there. Last person to perform there was Little John, and everybody was surprised by how I packed it up. You know, like. There's just an American rapper that just got out of that club, and then another African artist comes in and packs the club up. You know, that was great.
It's always an honor.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, speaking of the vibe you're having in Kampala right now, the only Ugandan artist that's just had to kill that collaboration with the biggest selling artist in Africa. How did this come around? That's what the question everybody's asking. Like, really? Pallaso? This dude? How did that happen?
Oh, man. I keep on telling all these people that everything happens for a reason, man. Like, this thing just happened naturally. I don't even have a defined way of how all this fell into place. I went to the club, I performed, and the whole crowd went crazy, and the show organizer was in the building, and he begged me to put me on the whole lineup, and I told him I was down. You know, he booked me for the show. I helped him promote the show. We ran around doing all these things. But it was so surprising when I first met Davido. Like, he already was aware of me. He knew my songs. He knew about the controversial video that was said I beat up this dude, of me beating up a dude.
Yeah.
He knew my family. He knew my inner life more than I thought he did. You know, like, these people really care about our industry. Like, we need to appreciate it more and try to push it harder. But everything just happened, man. I met him. He's seen a real artist. He lived in America before. I lived in America before. We could kind of relate to the whole Yankee culture. We talked about a lot of things, and one of them was studio. And he asked me if I had a studio we could go to, and I told him, yeah, you know, I thought about anybody I could give the opportunity, and it was the best, you know, Nash Wonder. Threw it at him and he delivered, you know. But I don't even have one defined moment of how this thing came together, man. It was just natural. One real artist met another, man.
All right. And what do you see this doing for the Pallaso brand?
For Pallaso, this is a classic, man. This is a dream come true. This is a thing that not everybody can just wake up and make happen, man. It's just my time. Like, it's just, everything's just falling in line for me right now. I think it's gonna, this is bigger than Pallaso, man. This is for the whole Ugandan music industry. Like, the whole Ugandan music industry has to really show love to Davido and every other Nigerian artist, man. Like, they just opened up the whole market for a son of Uganda, man. That is deep. I think he told me I got a flight to Nigeria for a week to promote the record. He thinks it's gonna break in Nigeria, and I think it's gonna break in East Africa. So I mean, only time can tell, but I think this is a whole new beginning of another Pallaso, like in a whole much more professional industry than ours. But that's all we work for.
Yeah, how's the energy like working in the studio with a guy?
Honestly, when I first met Davido, just because of the hype that's going on in Uganda, everybody's like, oh, Davido this, Davido that. So I had my own judgment in my head, but I still wanted to discover really what's going on. And meeting the man. He is the realest artist I've ever met in my life. The energy was crazy. This man don't even write no lyrics. He just gets on the mic, feels the beat, and just starts dropping stuff. He asked me a few Luganda lyrics. I gave him a few Luganda lyrics, and he was going off with it like he speaks Luganda. Like, this man is not on the top by mistake. This man is a hard worker. He's talented. He's dedicated. He's got a clean soul. You know, the energy was crazy. The producer was doing crazy stuff. Davido was going in. I was going right back in, and all of a sudden the song was done before we could even know it was done, you know.
Yeah, man. Wow. Did you ever anticipate this ever happening? Like when you were coming back to Uganda doing a track with an international artist?
No, I knew things were bound to happen. I did not think specifically Davido. I knew things were gonna happen, you know, because I came back to Uganda ready to fight beat any obstacle that comes in front of me. And this was just not even an obstacle. It's just an opportunity that I had to catch. And I think I did the best I could, you know. But I knew things were bound to happen. I just didn't know what. I knew, like right now, I could tell you I'm going to the top. Like, I'm going to be a world-recognized artist. I don't know how that's going to happen.
But I know
it's going to take some hard work, some luck, some belief, some dedication, some clean soul, loyalty, you know, a lot of things. Great time, great producer, right person at the right time, right works, a lot of things, and I'm willing to do all those things. I know something's gonna happen, something even way bigger. I just don't know how, when. I believe in the Most High God, and I know it's my time, so during my time something's bound to happen.
All right.